Hi, I'm Barb Pierson, Nursery Manager at White Flower Farm. Today we're going to talk about how you can be successful growing dwarf citrus indoors and provide information on the specific varieties. One of the essential elements of success growing citrus indoors is light. They really prefer 8 to 12 hours of sunlight per day. So a good place to put them is near a window that has direct sun, or use grow lights. Citrus grow best between 55 and 85 degrees, making the home environment ideal. When it comes to water, it's very important that citrus do not get too much. They don't like wet feet, meaning that the roots at the bottom of the pot, if they sit in water, the plants will rot. So it's very important when you're checking for water to actually feel the soil. Stick your hands into the soil and feel where it's wet. If you feel that it's wet a few inches down, most likely the bottom of the pot will be wet also, so hold off on watering. If you look at the plant, you can see the plant beginning to wilt when it needs water. If the leaves are starting to curl up and fold and turn yellow, that means you're giving it too much water. As the days get longer and the room where you have your citrus becomes warmer, it's a good idea to water more often. As the conditions change, the watering requirements will change. For fertilizer, citrus are very heavy nitrogen feeders. What that means is, if you have an analysis of a fertilizer, the first number is nitrogen. If you have more nitrogen than phosphorus and potassium, that's good. A product such as Meracid will work, but a good all-purpose fertilizer is fine to use also. Usually when you're feeding your citrus, you'll follow the manufacturer's rate and do it at least once a month. The Meyer Improved Lemon is actually a cross between a lemon and an orange. And what happens with the cross is it makes the fruit a lot sweeter. It does have thorns, so be careful when you're unpacking your box. And the Meyer Lemon will flower and fruit mostly in the spring and fall, but it will happen abundantly throughout the year. The Meyer Lemon has very fragrant flowers. When you're going to harvest your Meyer Lemon, remember that all citrus fruits only ripen on the tree. So if you're not sure whether the fruit is ready to be harvested yet, you can feel the skin. It does become a little bit softer when it's ready to be harvested, but leave it on if you're not sure. Calamondin is a really popular indoor citrus because it fruits and flowers throughout the season. A calamondin is actually a cross between a tangerine and a kumquat. It produces these adorable little orange fruits throughout the season. It flowers in the spring and the fall and then has subsequent fruit. The fragrance of the flower is very delicate. It'll fill your room with just a wonderful fragrance that I love. When you're harvesting your calamondins, be sure to use scissors. If you pull the fruit off, you'll damage the skin and expose the fruit. So take your scissors and just clip it right next to the stem. Calamondins can be pickled, they can be added to chutney, or used to make delicious marmalade. The lime plant, known as lime leaf, is grown just for the leaves, and the leaves are used in Indonesian and Thai cooking, somewhat like a bay leaf, where you put them in the sauce or the marinade and then you remove them before you serve your dish. The lime leaf produces flowers in the spring and then the fruit in the fall, but only the rind of the fruit is used in cooking as a zest. This is a key lime tree. Key limes are grown for the juice that are used in drinks, pies, Mediterranean, Mexican, and Asian recipes. When the limes are ripe, they turn a bright yellow. Be careful when you're harvesting of the multiple thorns on this tree. Our citrus trees are fertilized and cared for by growers in our greenhouses prior to shipping. The bushy plants are potted into a 10-inch clay pot with drainage. Dwarf citrus are grafted onto a rootstock that will help keep them a manageable size. Remember that all citrus fruits only ripen on the tree. If you're not sure if your fruit is ready to harvest, leave it on a little bit longer, and you will notice that the skin becomes a little bit softer when it's ready to harvest. Cultural information for all of our citrus trees are included in the box, and recipes can also be found on our website. For more information and cultural guidelines, go to whiteflowerfarm.com/gardening help.